Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Mill in today's broadcast of IHSAA Girls Basketball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Van Osdell and Farrar Incorporated, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Real Estate. Visit HamiltonCounty.com and the Hamilton County Reporter. A beautiful afternoon for basketball. When I pulled up here at Noblesville High School this afternoon, the temperature was right about 20 degrees, typical for a January day. But if you look outside, the sun is shining, and it's bright and warm here in the gym as the Franklin Central Flashes come visiting the Noblesville Millers here. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Perry, it's been quite a rocky road for Franklin Central this season, whereas the Millers have just been, for the most part, kind of cruising along.
Yeah, they hit a little void in the season about a little over a month ago, but they seem to have come out of it and are playing very, very good basketball. Franklin Central, I understand that last night was the first time this season that they've had a full crew of players, and one of those big players is number 14, junior forward Kinser, and she's the leading scorer on the team, and she missed about 3 or 4 games. So it'll be nice to have her back in the lineup. Last night when they played Avon, she put up 19 points and I believe 7 rebounds. So she's a big part of this Franklin Central team, and Franklin Central came out on top last night.
Yeah, they beat Avon. I believe the final score was 68-65. So that's after about 6 or 7 games in a row that they lost. But as we were talking about off the air, if you look at this Franklin Central team, of all the players on the team, they have played 12 games this season. They've only got 2 players who played in all those games, so that is definitely a disadvantage for them. Millers come in very strong. They come in on a 2-game winning streak. They're 9-1 in the last 10, and they're cruising along. Unfortunately, they are mathematically out of the competition for the Hoosier Crossroads Championship. Westfield Shamrocks have only got 1 loss, and they finished their HCC play. So unless the Fishers Tigers lose, the Westfield Shamrocks and the Fishers Tigers will tie for the championship, both of them with 1 loss.
You know, the one thing about it is, Brad, in this situation with all we've been through the basketball season, in the sectional we have, where almost any team in that sectional can win it, it's going to be the team that's the healthiest and the hottest come sectional time. So,
well, you look at the other teams in the sectional: Fishers, the Noblesville, Zionsville, Hamilton Southeastern, a lot of power there. We're going to turn things over to Craig Atkins, the public address announcers for the opening ceremonies.
At this time, fans, we ask you all, please rise, and those wearing caps, kindly remove them as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to center court. On Tuesday, January 19th, at Harrison, West Lafayette, with 1 minute 11 seconds remaining in the third quarter, sophomore Ashland Shade broke Sydney Merrill's 19-year-old single-game scoring record of 39 points by scoring 43 points. Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Superintendent Dr. Beth Hagermeyer, NHS Principal Dr. Craig McCaffrey, and Athletic Directors Leo Woodridge and Rich Champion, we would like to welcome you to Noblesville High School in the Mill, the proud home of Noblesville Miller basketball, and today's Hoosier Crossroads Conference matchup between our visitors, the Franklin Central Flashes, and your Noblesville Millers. Let's first see the starters for the Flashes. At guard, number 14, Ray Kinzer. At guard, 22, Maddie Finney. Also at guard, number 23, Olivia Faust. Another guard, 33, Karis Wilson. And at forward, number 24, Maddie Weaver. Head coach for Franklin Central is Vince Ceremonies.
We're just moments away from the opening tip-off in this HCC conference game between the Noblesville Millers and the Franklin Central Flashes. What a nice little ceremony there for Ashland Shade. Truly shows the class act which she is and what the Noblesville girls basketball program is, Perry.
Oh, absolutely. Getting ready for the tip-off here, Brooklyn Smitherman.
Smitherman gets the tip. The Millers control the ball. Reagan Wilson sets the offense. Wilson all the way across the court to Ashland Shade under the basket to Brooklyn Smitherman. She gets the jump shot, and Brooklyn Smitherman has the first 2 points of the game.
That's a good start for Brooklyn Smitherman, the young sophomore, getting better and better every game, Brad.
She averages 3.6 per game, does not get a lot of playing time, but as you say, every game she seems to be getting better and better and better.
You know, that's the one thing about this Miller team. You know, they start with a freshman point guard and Reagan Wilson, and then, of course, they got Ashland Shade and then a couple of seniors, and Emily Wood and Mallory Miller. But this is a young ball club.
Flashes turned the ball over. Ashlyn Shea tried to go end to end, missed the layup, but ends up going out of bounds. Last touch by the Millers. The Flashes will have the ball. This is the gal to keep your eye on today. Number 14, Rhea Kinzer, averages almost 18 points a game. She's the true leader of this team. She's just a junior. Flashes turn it over once again. This time brought all the way back down by Ashlyn Shea, but she gets fouled. And I believe that one's going to go against Rhea Kinzer. That'll be her first, and Ashlyn Shea will go to the line for 2. Misses the front end.
Which is very unusual. She's a very good free throw shooter.
Yeah, she shoots 87%, almost in the class of automatic. A little bit short. Flashes get the ball, almost stolen by Shade, but Karis Wilson brings it up the court. Kinzer drives for the layup. Ball goes out of bounds with the last touch by the Flashes. And the Millers will have a chance to add to their 2-0 lead. Thank you for joining us here on Hamilton County Television. High school girls basketball brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Glad to have you with us wherever you happen to be watching today. I know my grandson Alex is watching down in lovely North Carolina, where it's a little bit warmer than it is here in Indiana today, Perry.
I hope
Emily
so.
Wood puts the layup up, and she's on the board. She's got 2 points, so the Millers jump out to a 4-0 lead.
You know, the one good thing about it, when the Millers can establish other players besides Ashland scoring, it's an important part of their
Yes,
game.
it is. Yeah. Millers pick up their first foul. That's going to go against Mallory Miller. It'll be her first team foul of the half. Flash is trying to get something on the board here in the early going. 2 minutes in. Kinzer with the ball around the three-point line. Here's a 3 on the way, missed by number 23, Olivia Faust, and Miller's with the rebound. Ashlyn Shade. That one is a nice block there on Emily Wood, and Maddie Finney takes the ball.
Here's nice
Kinzer
block
once
by
again.
Wilson.
I think she might have got away with a travel there,
Yeah.
Perry. Millers steal it away, but the Flashes take it right back. Then it goes off the Millers, and Flashes had possession there, and I thought they might have been called for a backcourt violation.
That's kind of what I thought, too.
Yeah, but it didn't get called.
Yeah.
Olivia Faust to Kinzer. She takes a shot, misses. Rebounded by Brooklyn Smitherman. Millers looking to add to their 4-0 lead here early in the first quarter. Shade around the corner. Under the basket. Emily Wood has got it. She misses a layup, gets her own rebound, gets that one blocked, and Rhea Kinzer comes up with the ball for the Flashes. A couple very experienced coaches in these games tonight. Here's the Millers with a steal. That's Emily Wood, and she's got 6 points. And the Franklin Central Flashes are going to take a 30-second timeout. And I'll remind you, you are watching Hamilton County Television Sports, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Celebrating over 29 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signs and banners. Serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. Hey, Craig, got an email yesterday about Hamilton County's great Dine Out.
Yeah.
That was supposed to go from January 4th to January 31st. Hamilton County Tourism has decided to go 1 week longer, so
good.
It's going to go to February the 7th. So
I signed up.
That's good.
I'm signed up.
All right. Maybe you can get a $25 gift card.
Boy, could I use it.
Yeah.
We were just talking before the break there about the two coaches here, Vince Serbone and Donna Buckley, both with 20-plus years of coaching experience. So the Franklin Central Flashes finally get on the board with the two-pointer from Madison Weaver, make the score 6-2. Millers quickly back up the floor. Smitherman. Mallory Miller under the basket. Last touched by, I believe, number 24, Madison Weaver for the Flashes. Millers will put it in play. Emily Wood around the three-point circle. Here's a three on the way from Ashlyn Shade. She's short. Gets her own rebound, puts the rebound up, misses again, gets a rebound again, misses again. Third time, maybe this will be the charm, and it finally is.
Ashlyn trying to pad her stats there, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm sure she's not.
No, she wouldn't do that. Short. Brooklyn Smitherman with the rebound. Millers come right back up to the court again quickly. Mallory Miller with it under the basket now to Emily Wood. She misses. Brooklyn Smitherman with the rebound, gets her own rebound again on the missed shot. Emily Wood has got it.
Is there a piano wire across that rim up there?
I really think it's got something to do with the sanitizer they're putting on the ball, Perry. Everywhere I've gone this year to do basketball, these rims just are not as friendly. Reagan Wilson sends it over to Ashlyn Shade. Shade gets bumped, and that is going to go against Karis Wilson. That'll be her second team foul of the half. 3:21 remaining here in the first quarter. Miller's up by 4 at 8-4 over the Franklin Central Flashes. HCC conference action. Now, Perry, this last week of conference action here in the HCC is going to be fierce because teams have missed so many games that it's going to take them quite a bit to get back into shape with everything.
Yeah, because basically right now they're dropping some games that they probably would have normally played to get in these conference games.
Yeah, because tomorrow is the draw for the sectional, and end of next week is the end of regular play. Madison Weaver takes her second foul, and there's Ashlyn Shade with a three. She's back on the board again with her first three. 5 points on the afternoon so far for Madison, for Ashlyn Shade, rather.
McKenna Mundy in the ball game for the Millers. She's a senior day here at Noblesville today, and they introduced McKenna Mundy and her family. And the one thing about it, McKenna's headed to Franklin to play soccer.
Yeah, part of the state championship soccer team. The two-time, yeah, you're right. Long shot there. That was just a two by Madison Weaver. She's got all 4 of the points so far for the Franklin Central Flashes. There's a long three out of the hands of Mallory Miller, and she connects. So the Millers give up 2 and come back right back and take 3 and take an 8-point lead here at the 2:33 mark. Olivia Faust straight down, takes the shot, misses. That one is rebounded by Ashlyn Shade under the basket. Mallory Miller with it. Flashes come up with the ball. So far, Rhea Kinzer has not been a factor in this game. She puts a shot up, nicely blocked by Brooklyn Smitherman, Perry. Great block.
And a good rebound there.
Here comes Shade, right down end to end. Does not get the roll. She just isn't getting the roll today, Perry. She should have at least 10 points by now, normally. 10-foot jump shot on the way for the Flashes by Olivia Faust, and she gets that, making it a 14-6 lead with 1:45 here in the first quarter. Shade lets a three fly, does not get the bounce.
Kinzer with the rebound.
Kinzer so far scoreless in this game. She averages 17.9. That one
turnover
goes over the head of Madison Weaver, and the Flashes turn it over. And that'll bring Caitlin Shoemaker into the game for the Millers.
Another one of those sophomores she has, Brad, here, Coach Buckley.
Maddie Finney comes back in for the Franklin Central Flashes. Madison Weaver takes a seat on the bench.
You know, Brad, the one thing we always talk about Ashlyn Shade's offensive scoring, but man, she is a good assist player, steals, plays great defense. She don't take a minute off, I can tell you that.
No, she does not. How many games have we seen that she's played all 32 minutes of? That one's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Millers. Caitlin Shoemaker tried to save that, but could not get it done. 14-6 in favor of the Millers. Quarter number 1 from the Mill. Thank you for joining us here on Hamilton County Television Sports. Brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Rhea Kinzer takes a jump shot, misses. Flashes had the rebound there for a moment. There's going to be a jump ball called. The possession arrow is in favor of the Noblesville Millers.
Another senior coming in here, Jayla Jones.
Jayla
Jones has been a great asset to the Millers this year. She's averaging 6.4.
Yeah.
And have played in almost all the games. I mean,
yeah,
this young lady that played varsity and JV last year and just waited her time, and she's done a great job for the Millers.
Very good 6th or 7th person off the bench.
Okay.
Millers take the shot. McKenna Monday short, misses it. Rhea Kinzer with the rebound. Oh, that one's going to go out of bounds.
Another turnover.
Yeah.
But it comes from that pressure that the Millers put on.
Ashlyn Shade has only got 5 points, but offensively and defensively, she's done a marvelous job. She's done a great job of setting up the other parts of the offense, and defensively done a good job there. Shade from the far corner. Miller on to Shoemaker. Shoemaker tries to get it under the net to McKenna Monday. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Flashes. So McKenna Monday will put this ball back in play. Gets in the corner to Shade. That one's just a little bit out in front of Caitlin Shoemaker, but that was tipped. And so Shoemaker very wisely managed to get her hands back and not touch that ball.
Good job done by Shoemaker.
Yeah, Madison Weaver comes back in, and Rhea Kinzer sits down.
You know, and then one thing with Rhea, you know, she's missed some ball games, so probably her wind is not quite what it should be.
I was going to say her stamina probably isn't quite right there yet. Ashlyn Shade took a shot, got her own rebound, tried to take another shot, but was tied up by the Flashes, and this time the alternating possession arrow goes to the Franklin Central Flashes with 1/10 of a second remaining here.
That's you're not going to get that off.
After one, it's the Noblesville Millers 14, the Franklin Central Flashes 6. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. You can contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out on their website, noblesvilletrophies.com. Gaylord Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO. Gaylord Electric is the highest performing national contractor of excellence. Since 1984, Gaylord Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes. Insights fueled by that genuine care of people. Gaylord Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of the Hamilton County Sports. Hey, Brad, one thing about it is between games they did the senior celebration for honoring this year's seniors. The way we're set up, we have to shut down and start back up and everything. So I actually videoed it. So I'm not an expert on video, but we have it on our Twitter. So check it out on Twitter if you want to see the senior celebration here at Noblesville.
Senior night is always a special night. I don't care what the sport is, where you are.
Or the time.
Yeah, or the time. I mean, you know, so many of the teams with the COVID situation, and how many of us had doubts, are we going to get a full season in? A lot of teams did senior nights real early this year. 3 on the way for the Millers by Reagan Wilson, and she's on the board with her first points of the night. She picks up a 3. Rhea Kinzer back in there, just took a little bit of extra rest there at the end of the quarter. That one was stolen by Reagan Wilson. We're going to have a foul called. Nope, I'm sorry, loss of possession.
I think he's saying Reagan knocked it out.
Yeah, last touch by the Millers. So Madison Weaver will put the ball back in play for the Flashes. Abigail Steinhofer in for the first time today for the Flashes. Weaver out high. Kinzer. Millers have done a good job in defending Kinzer. Looks like Ashlyn Shade, for the most part, has picked up that responsibility. She seems to be pretty much following her around. Kinzer. Shade with the block. Ball goes out of bounds. Flashes will have the chance to put it back in play here as Madison Weaver will put it back in. Olivia Faust looking to set the Flash offense up. Steinhofer, Kinzer. You know she's going to get on the board soon, but Perry, she's had several shots that just have been just totally missed. Oh my. Caitlin Shoemaker thought it was wide open under the basket. I think she took her eye off that ball just for a second there, Perry, and cost her the turnover right off the tips of her fingers.
Yeah, because it was a nice pass by Reagan Wilson.
Yep, it was a good setup. Kinzer back to Weaver. Under the net, Kinzer puts the ball up.
There it goes.
She's going to get on the board. So Rhea Kinzer gets on the board with her first 2 points of the game. And Jayla Jones is going to pick up the foul for the Millers. Only the second team foul of the game for the Millers.
Well,
Kinzer is going to go to the line.
We certainly knew, Brad, we weren't going to hold her scoreless.
Oh, no, absolutely. But even holding her scoreless for a quarter is a pretty good feat. That one is a rebound. Kinzer got the rebound from one of the Flashes, tried to put a shot up and missed. So Kinzer misses her first opportunity from the free throw line. Millers come up with the ball once again. Shade under the basket to Emily Wood. She misses. Kinzer with the rebound. Kinzer averages, let's see what she got, 7.8 rebounds per game. So she's active under the boards too. Weaver with a long three, misses. Faust with it, gets the shot up. And Olivia Faust has got 4 points now. 17-10, 5:45 here in the second quarter. Millers and the Flashes on Hamilton County Television. Poked away by the Flashes. Whoa, that one goes out of bounds. Olivia Faust tried to pick that ball up, and it was right along the baseline there, and she had to kind of lean in to get the ball, and it went off of her fingers. So the Millers will have another chance to score here.
Mallory Miller checking back in the ball game after a brief rest.
Shade with a three-point try. She misses. And I think we're going to get a foul called here on Emily Wood. I believe that's who it's going to go on. Let's see. Yes, it goes on Emily Wood. Number 1 on her, number 3 on the team. A relatively foul-free game here so far with only 6 fouls called here.
And it's been an up-and-down ball game, too.
A lot of movement. That one's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Mallory Miller. Flashes will get the ball back. Faust setting up the offense. Madison Weaver out high. She was trying to get it to Kinzer. Kinzer moved the other way, but Olivia Faust managed to save it. Now, that's not Faust, I'm sorry. Paris Wilson. Wilson took the shot, missed. Rebounded by Reagan Wilson into the hands of Ashlyn Shade. She goes end to end, and she's just having a difficult time getting things to go down today, Perry. That's going to be a travel against the Flashes. Into the game for the first time today, Emery Dennison.
Once again, she's a senior, giving some of the seniors some opportunity for playing time here.
Also in is Danny Mendez.
She's another one of those sophomores who probably moved down the pecking order today here a little bit to let some of these seniors get more minutes.
You know, one of the things for the Millers this year, they've had such a balanced attack as far as the age of these kids. Perry, they've got good freshman, good sophomore, good junior, good senior. They get good of everything. Here's Kinzer with a long three. She misses. That one is going to be on the floor.
I think it's going to be on Danny Mendez. I think she kind of pushed,
Yep, that's who it's going to be. It's going to be Danny Mendez picking up her first. 4th team foul against the Millers. Madison Weaver sets to put it in. Out to Faust. Flashes resetting the offense. Karis Wilson under the basket. She traveled. Another turnover for the Flashes.
You know, the one thing, it was either going to be a travel or she was going to step on that line.
Yeah, I was when the whistle went off, I was waiting to see, is that a travel or did she step out of bounds?
Yeah.
She was so close. Miller's with the ball. Wilson. Mallory Miller back to Wilson. Wilson drives, takes the jump shot, misses. Mendez gets it back. Ashlyn Shade misses another jumper. And another rebound for Rhea Kinser. That one's going to go off the Flashes. A pass, I think what ended up happening there, Perry, is Olivia Faust thought that ball was going to be in front of her, and it ended up behind her. Franklin Central is going to take a full timeout here. So we'll remind you, you're watching Hamilton County Television Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Since the establishment of Church Hill and Anthem in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history in helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190. Carpenter Realtor, Jamie Carmasino. If you're planning on to make a move, why not call a realtor with hometown experience? Jamie Carmasino has a connection and a commitment to the community. She's raised 3 Noblesville athletes and is ready to help you with your real estate needs. Looking for a realtor? Call Carmo at 317-490-3735.
You know, Perry, every time you read that commercial, it makes me think of the old days of American Idol. And I think it was Phil Phillips who did the song Home. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Whenever you start talking about hometown, that song just pops into my head.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 47 seconds left here in the first half. The Millers with a 7-point lead over Franklin Central.
One thing about it, and we've seen it throughout our career, people like the Carmasinos, when their 3 kids did come through athletics here at Noblesville, they were great parents and great supporters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We've seen many great ones in our day here at Hamilton County.
Miller's with the ball. Jump shot misses. Nice rebound there by Abigail Steinhofer. She gets it into the hands of Rhea Kinser. Kinser's been held to 2 points so far today. Quite an accomplishment. As good of a player as she has. Millers get the rebound on the shot. Reagan Wilson quickly down the court. Ashlyn Shade with it. Back out to Wilson. She lets a 3 fly, and she's got it. Reagan Wilson. 2 3-point goals here in the second quarter. Millers extend their lead to 10. I was going to say at least temporarily to 10. They keep the ball. Ashlyn Shade with a nice rebound there in the corner. Wilson puts another one up and gets it. Wilson is 3 for 3 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter, Perry.
That may be one of the reasons Reagan Wilson's rated as one of the top freshman basketball players in the state of Indiana. Because a point guard, Brad, you and I both know that's a tough position to play.
Oh, it is.
And she's done an excellent job as a freshman filling that role.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's one of the things that's so good for the Millers right now is, that they've got such a diverse group of players class-wise that, they're not loaded with just a bunch of seniors or juniors or whatever. Mallory Miller gets another 2-point goal. And we have a foul called here. I didn't see the foul happen.
Pass is good by Mallory Miller. Foul charge,
Danny Mendez
picks up her second
foul. I did not see that happen.
I didn't either.
Perry.
It must have been a push off. Brooklyn Smitherman comes back in the ball game. Brooklyn Ely is in for the Millers, and like I keep saying, it's another one of those sophomores that Coach Buckley has on this team.
all the way down the court. Nice move there by Karis Wilson, and she's on the board with 2 points.
She was in a lot of traffic all the way down the floor.
Oh, yeah,
too.
she was. I thought she's going to have to give up this ball, and she didn't give it up, kept going and going and going. Threaded the eye of the needle, got in there and got the shot. Here's a shot up by Ashlyn Shade. She misses.
Oh,
Brooklyn Smitham with the rebound. I thought that was in.
It was in, and then it just swirled back out.
Nice
steal by Ely.
Ely, yep. And she gets fouled, and that's going to go against Madison Weaver.
You know, Brad, and we've talked about this, and sometimes Ashlyn starts out slow, and she's not hitting, she's not scoring well. But this is a team. They've picked it up. They haven't panicked or anything. I mean,
she's only got 5 points, but you know that she's going to get back on the board. Now she's got 7, and she'll be at that average of 22 before the end of the game.
Yeah, and we're sitting here talking about she's got a bad game. She's got almost halftime, and she's already got 7. So, we expect a lot out of her. Okay, but. So does our team, and this is a good team effort here.
The Franklin Central Flashes have called a full timeout. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey, Brad, we talked about this earlier. Visit Hamilton County. In Hamilton County, we want to keep our local restaurants in business. That's why we are introducing the Great Dine Out January 4th through February 7th. That's a new end date. It's February 7th. Carry out and curbside pickup from local restaurants. It's easy, it's safe, and sanitized. So do your part and take part in the Great Dine Out January 4th through February 7th. It's a great way to keep your favorite restaurants in business. And you can earn a $25 gift card if you check in at least 5 times using the digital passport.
Flashes with the ball following the timeout. Under the net, an easy layup there for Olivia Faust, and Faust gets her 5th and 6th point of the afternoon. Coming up in 1 minute here in the half. Millers with a 13-point lead under the basket. Ashlyn Shade, I think she's turned the corner, Perry.
I think she heard us talking.
Yeah.
That's
Flashes,
okay. Nothing bothers her. She's
Kinzer puts it up.
Oh, wow.
Gets the roll. Rhea Kinzer with 4 points now, all of those coming here in the second quarter.
And she'll heat up. I mean, last night, her first game back, she had 19 and 7 rebounds. So, yeah, she's a real player. She's with another year, she's going to be one of those top players in the state next year.
Mallory Miller picks up her 2nd personal. That'll be the 6th team foul. Shade with a 3. Got it. What do we say about Ashlyn Shade? Just as quick as we say anything, she's up to 12 points. And that one is going to go against Karis Wilson. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's
Ashlyn reaching in.
I thought that was going to go against.
It was close,
Yeah.
But Ashlyn plays so hard, on both ends of the floor. I mean, she's got the point here on this press.
Under the basket, back out beyond the 3-point line for the Flashes, looking to hold it for the last shot. Kinzer gets a shot up, misses, rebounded by the Flashes. They got to get something going quickly here. 2 seconds on the clock. The Millers intercept the ball. So at the end of the second quarter, it is the Noblesville Millers 32, Franklin Central Flashes 16. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself, or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit, to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
For the past several months, I've been my kids' everything.
Their teacher. Library and media specialist.
Food service.
Building maintenance.
Nurse.
PE teacher.
But I'm about to get a well-deserved timeout. With my kids back in school, I can do what I do best, be a mom. But it's up to me and you to keep our kids in school. And to do that, we're going to have to show some class. That means checking their temperature in the morning. Anything above 100 degrees means our children need to stay home. We need to lead by example by wearing our masks and modeling good social distancing to our kids. We need to make sure our kids avoid crowds and large gatherings outside of school. That includes slumber parties, playdates, and family reunions. We need to schedule a test for anyone in our family who may be exhibiting signs of COVID. For kids, those symptoms will include fever, fatigue, and a change in taste and smell. And let's be sure to keep our kids home if they're waiting for COVID test results or just feel crummy. So join me in having some class by supporting our educators and keeping our kids in school.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Are you tired of watching your favorite IHSA broadcasts on your small mobile device? You can now watch them on your TV with new apps for Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Brought to you by the IHSAA and Blue Frame Technology.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street Signs and Banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Perry Williams, and alongside me is Brad Silbert and Will Wolford doing the producing today, and Lucas O'Kane on the camera. Millers are up 32-16 over Franklin Central. Hoosier Conference game, and also senior day for the Noblesville Millers. It's good to have you here. I know it's cold outside and nice and warm and toasty in here at the mill. Let's thank a few of our sponsors. Van Alsdale Farrar, Business Technology Simplified. Van Alsdale Farrar is a proud sponsor of Hamilton County Television. Van Alsdale Farrar is a 106-year-old Indiana company specializing in information, communications, print, and business processes. We are Business Technology Simplified. Brad, I want to talk a little bit more about Visit Hamilton County. In Hamilton County, we want to keep our local restaurants in business. That's why we're introducing the Great Dine Out January 4th through the 31st. Carry out and curbside pickup, along with local restaurants is easy, safe, and sanitized. So do your part and take part in the Great Dine Out, January 4th to February 7th. It's a great way to keep your favorite restaurants in business. And you can earn $25 gift certificate if you check in at least 5 times using this digital passport. Brad, this is going to be a little bit easier now because you got an extra week here of February 7th to get those 5 days in.
No doubt about it.
Hey, well, Brad, want to say one thing before we get to the stats. Don't forget, you can watch Hamilton County television on HCTV1.com. You can watch them on Amazon Fire. You can watch it on YouTube, HCTVYouTube.com. And you can also watch HamiltonCountyTV.com on RealQ. So check it out and watch all these great sporting events here in Hamilton County. Brad, we want to say one more thing. Don't forget, the senior celebration is on Hamilton County TV Twitter. So we were not able to show that between the games, but we did show it on our Twitter feed. So it is on Twitter if you people missed it and want to see it, you grandparents, uncles, and aunts out there. Take it away, Brad.
Well, Perry, it was what I would say it was, I don't know if I'd call it an eventful first half. I think it's probably about what we expected. Miller's out to a 16-point lead, and even though Ashlyn Shade started out a little bit slow in the scoring column, you could see her presence on the floor, not only in the scoring side, but the defensive side too, with rebounds and et cetera. And just a great all-around player, and can't congratulate her enough for what she did the other night up at Harrison, scoring 43 points, breaking a record that had stood for
20 years.
Yeah, for a long time. I can remember many years ago watching Cindy Merrill play here for the Millers, and I'm sure that Cindy is probably there's got to be a little disappointment in losing the record, but she's probably also sitting there and saying, yeah, someday somebody would come along and break that record. And I think what we know about Ashlyn and the kind of person she is and the kind of player she is, if I was in Cindy Merrill's shoes, I'd be proud to say that the one who broke my record is a first-class act. And you got to give this Miller team a lot of credit this year too, because after Ashlyn ended up scoring the 43 points the other night, she did it in 3 quarters in that game. Coach Buckley could have left her in there, and at the rate she was going, she probably would have scored over 50. To be honest with you, but
actually, Brad, Coach Buckley and I talked about that because let's be quite honest. Ashlyn's only a sophomore, and she is very, very close to the 1,000-point club. Okay?
Exactly.
So, yeah, she could have left her in there, but we got sectional coming up. Ashlyn is a team player.
Yes.
She wants sectional championships, regional championships. She wants championships. And whatever it takes to do that, Ashlyn Shade wants it. And that's basically the way that whole team is.
Yeah, I mean, if you just watch her on the floor, you can see that she is one of the most unselfish, and I'm going to use the term superstars that I've seen in high school sports in a long time. Of course, I followed the career of Sydney Parrish down at Hamilton Southeastern, and I see a lot of similarities, between those two ball players. Both excellent players, both team players. And, for a sophomore to take the role that Ashlyn has taken, that's, in being able to do that successfully is a lot of credit to her.
Absolutely. And you got to take this Noblesville team. They got 2 seniors on this team that starts.
Yes.
But they know who their leader is.
Exactly.
And to be a team, that's what they have to do.
Mm-hmm. Franklin Central will have the initial possession here of the second half. Kinzer with it in the back court, closely guarded by Ashlyn Shade. Finally gets it across the timeline. Right under the basket, and Faust had an easy shot but missed. That one went off the backboard, the backside of the backboard, I thought. That's what it looked like from here, but Apparently was hit by the Millers last.
Brad, we want to give a shout-out to the assistant coaches, and especially Brad Basson for sending us the stats at the halftime.
We appreciate that.
We appreciate that very much. I mean, we keep them up here, but sometimes it's difficult two old men trying to talk and write.
That's like walking and chewing gum at the same time.
That's right. And it gets tougher and tougher every year, doesn't it, Brad?
It does. But I'll tell you, it's more fun every year, too.
Absolutely. We're very blessed to be able to be around a bunch of wonderful athletes.
Keeps us young.
Yes.
Olivia Faust picks up a 3-point goal, opening the scoring here in the second half. Millers with the ball, 7 minutes, a little bit over. 32-19 in favor of the Flashes, or the Millers over the Flashes. Smitherman gets the rebound. Shade with it. She bounces, runs around. They're going to give her the basket. What an effort by Ashlyn Shade. Perry, she knew she was going to get hacked, and she persisted on the thing. And
well, she creates her own space. I mean,
yes, she does.
That's flat out. And that's one thing that she does very, very well is she drives to the bucket. She's not a phenomenal three-point shooter yet.
15 points so far for the sophomore. Rhea Kinzer picked up that foul. That's going to probably end up being a held ball. The arrow in favor of the Millers. So the Millers with a 35-19 lead here early in the third quarter. They'll get the possession. Mallory Miller will put the ball back in play. Talk about another phenomenal player. There's the gal with the ball, Reagan Wilson. She's done such a nice job for the Millers this year. Shade with a three. That one looked pretty good when it left, but she missed. Smitherman with the rebound. Shade gets the rebound on the Smitherman miss. Shade drives, puts it up, cannot get it, gets her own rebound, puts it up once again.
But she never stops.
No, and Brooklyn Smitherman ends up with the ball, and she finally scores. Let's have an instant replay on that one, Perry.
Wow, that was awesome.
Smitherman picks up her 4th point of the game. Right under the basket is number 23, Olivia Faust. She gets hacked hard, and she's going to go to the line for 2.
I'll tell you what, Brad, by the time that Brooklyn Smitherman becomes a senior, those shots that she's missing, because she's getting good looks, are going to be automatic.
Yeah.
And when you have talented player that you're playing with like Ashlyn Shade and Reagan Wilson, you're going to be rewarded.
Faust picks up the first free throw. She's a 61% free throw shooter, 11.9 average per game. Misses number 2. So Olivia Faust with 10 points, leading scorer for the Flashes. That one is tipped. Good job there by Faust. She's got it, sends it over to Karis Wilson. She misses.
Good rebound by Smitherman.
Just seems like a lot of easy shots just aren't going down today. Ashlyn Shade does not get the roll again, Perry. Wow. Those look like shots that, when they leave their hands, they look like they're going to be in there. And
yeah, I mean, as a coach, what do you tell your kid about what he done wrong?
Maddie Finney picks up the deuce for the Flashes. 15-point lead for the Millers. 5:25 here in the third quarter. On Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
That's Finney's first 2 points.
Yes, it is. Wood turns, gets the shot off. It was tipped. Picked up by Maddie Finney. Finney to Karis Wilson. Kinzer drives. She gets the roll, and she's going to get the 2 points plus the 1 extra.
Great body control right there by Kinzer. Smitherman picks up the foul.
Smitherman gets number 2. Number 2.
That may be why we've been this short on the fouls, Brad, because I didn't have her for any. So Mendez coming in for the Millers. Smitherman going out.
Well, Smitherman picked up 2 fouls in this quarter. So.
Oh, okay.
Another turnover against the Flashes, Perry, or rather the Millers. Shade almost had that under the net there, tipped it away, but once again, you can just see the effort she puts into the game. Kinzer gets double teamed. That one's
look at Miller. She's staying after.
Mallory Miller,
helped by Shade.
Yeah, she's trying to get the shot off, and she traveled first. Just shuffled those feet just a little.
Well, she was in a spot where the ball came to her, and it was between her legs, and it was just a great play. I mean, like, you got to say that defense really worked in.
Kinzer with the ball. She's driving, puts the shot up, does not get the roll. Kinzer gets the ball right back, and she touched the out-of-bounds line, so that'll go as a turnover against the Flashes.
I know Kinzer's a very, very frustrated right now, but she's going to be a great one.
I've got her with 7 points right now and averages 17-9. Nice shot there by Mallory Miller, and she picks up a 3.
Danny Mendez on the assist. That's 8 for her. Look at this.
3 on the way. And Kinzer drains the 3, and she's in double figures now. That's going to be a jump ball, and the possession is going to go to Franklin Central.
Shoemaker coming in, Wood going out. Millers definitely don't let up on this press. It shows a tremendous fitness that this team's in to be able to do that game in, game out.
Here comes another 3 from Kinzer. Missed, rebounded by Mallory Miller under the basket, trying to get it to Ashlyn Shade. But
good job by Weaver to break that up.
To tip that out of bounds.
That was automatic there with Reagan throwing that down to Shade. If she could have got a hold of it, she
had an open shot. Yeah. Wilson out to Shoemaker. In the corner to Shade. Back to Shoemaker all the way across. Another 3. And Reagan Wilson, I've got her for a dozen now, Perry. That one is tipped almost into the hands of the Millers.
That's
but
a
the Flashes
4-3
get it back
across.
Yep, over and back. They're going to talk about that, I think. They called over and back, but that was very, very close. And they're going to reverse the call. Good job of officiating there by the two referees who were right on either side of the line there. That one's tipped by the Millers, and Danny Mendez goes for it, and she gets fouled.
Wilson on the foul there for.
That's going to be number 3 on Karis Wilson. Team foul number 2 in the half. Under the basket, Shade puts it up, misses, but she's going to get fouled, and she's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
I think that's going to be on 14, too,
Yep, that's going to be on Kinzer. That is going to be her third team foul of the half. Shade will go to the line for the second time tonight. She's 1 for 2, now 2 for 3. 16 points for the game. I think she'll make her 22 average, Perry.
Yeah.
Once again, does not get the roll, but the Millers get the ball right back. Excellent effort there by Reagan Wilson. Did you see that second effort, Perry?
Absolutely.
And she's got 14 points. Flash is trying to get the ball down the court. Goes off of one of their feet into the hands of Reagan Wilson. Wilson in the corner. Shoemaker's got it. Under the basket to Mendez. That one's tipped away. I don't know who that foul is going to go on. It's going to go on the Millers, but that's going to go on Kaylin Shoemaker. Her third team foul of the half. Flashes will get the ball out of bounds under the net. Wilson brings it up, double teamed, knocked away. Finally taken by the Millers into the hands of Ashlyn Shade. Shade in the corner. Here comes Wilson for a three. She's hot tonight on the threes. That's 5 3-point goals for her. Franklin Central calls a timeout. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Celebrating over 29 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on our website at loganstreetsigns.com. What about Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Realtor? If you're planning on making a move, why not call a realtor with hometown experience? Jamie Carmesino has connections and a commitment to the community. She's raised 3 Noblesville athletes and is ready to help you with your real estate needs. Looking for a realtor? Call Carmel at 317-490-3735.
Got to give a shout out to Reagan Wilson. She averages 7.3 per game, Perry. She's already got 17 in this game tonight. I think this is probably, scoring-wise, one of her best games of the season so far.
Absolutely, and this is a young freshman, that plays the point guard.
2 minutes, 10 seconds. Miller's a 19-point lead here over the Franklin Central Flashes. Miller's looking for their 5th conference win of the season. Almost taken away. Millers do end up with the ball. Reagan Wilson, not only offensively, defensively, she's having a heck of a game too, Perry. 3 on the way from Mallory Miller. She misses. Rebounded by Olivia Faust. Kinzer with the ball. She gets double teamed. Millers get a hand on it, deflected out to Ashlyn Shade. Shade drives, puts the layup up, and she's got a deuce. She takes the scoring lead now with 18 points in the game, 125 here in the third quarter. Almost an over and back there, but the Millers steal it once again. Mallory Miller with it. We're going to have a foul called. I believe this is going to go on Maddie Finney. That's Laura Fisher, excuse me. Team 4th. Jayla Jones comes back in. Danny Mendez take a breather. 1:16 remaining here in the third quarter. Miller's up by 23. Oh, that one is a bad pass, and here comes Olivia Faust. She gets the ball tipped away, but the Flashes will get the ball right back.
And that's one good thing right there, Mallory Miller being a seasoned veteran. I mean, she made a mistake, but she didn't quit hustling, and knocked that ball out to keep it from getting a basket.
Speaking of veterans, Kinzer gets her hands on the ball and picks up her 12th point. And Ashlyn Shade is going to pick up
her second.
Yep, that's her second, I believe, yeah. Number 4 on the team. So Kinzer will go back to the line. She's 1 for 2.
She gets that old-fashioned three-point play.
2 for 3.
Brooklyn Ely's in the ball game, and Jayla Jones is in the ball game, along with Shade and Reagan Wilson and Mallory Miller.
I imagine if this lead stays about the way it is, Perry, we're going to see a lot of different players for the Millers out there. Ashlyn Shade hits the 20 mark. Under a minute here in the third quarter. Flashes down the court in a hurry. Kinzer with it. She puts the layup up, misses.
Shade with the rebound.
Ashlyn Shade with the rebound, as you said. Once again, another great job of defense by the sophomore. Shade thought about taking the shot. Jayla Jones does, and she's got it. Jayla Jones with her first 2 points of the game. Coming up on the 10-second mark there, and that's going to be a foul on, I believe Mallory Miller is going to pick that up. Yep, Miller picks up her second. And that is number 5 on the team. Kinzer with the ball. Flash has got to get it down in a hurry to get a shot off. Kinzer hesitates. Miller's get the ball back. Ashlyn Shade with it. She's not going to get a shot off. So at the end of 3 quarters of action, it's the Noblesville Millers 55, Franklin Central Flashes 31. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Gaylord Electric is the highest performing national contractor of excellence. Since 1984, Gaylord Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes. Insights fueled by the genuine care of people. Gaylord, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. Church Hidland Anthem since 1880. Our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have the rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190.
Millers outscored the Flashes by 8 points in that quarter to extend their lead to 55-31. Scored 23 points there in the third quarter, Perry. Quite a showing by the ladies in white and black. Eight minutes left to go.
Millers have the basketball. A great game here tonight by the young freshman, Reagan Wilson. I mean, she just flat out is hitting the three.
Mm-hmm.
And she's played great defense.
Yep, no doubt about it. Brooklyn Ely still in the game. That one is tipped by Kinzer, but the Millers get it right back. Here's Ely with a three-point shot. Brooklyn Ely gets the ball. Millers steal it right back. Get it right back again.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Ashlyn Shade once again. And she's at 22 right now, 1 point away from her average.
Brad, that's when you call it you're lucky.
Yes.
The ball is going your way when that happens.
That was what coach isn't going to tell you. There's a little bit of luck involved in sports. Long three on the way by the Flashes. That one's missed. Kinzer is right under the net.
Good job by Kinzer.
She gets it. And she's got 15 points. She's just a couple away from her average. Mallory Miller picks up the foul for the Noblesville Millers, number 6. And Kinzer goes back to the line where she is 2 for 3. Now she is 3 for 4 and point number 16 on the day. Deflected out of bounds, last touched by number 24, Madison Weaver, for the Franklin Central Flashes. 7 minutes, 1 second remaining in the fourth quarter. Reagan Wilson getting ready to put the ball in bounds. Over in the corner. Jayla Jones with a three. She misses. Rhea Kinzer's there for the rebound. She averages 7.8 rebounds per game, and she's I haven't seen the exact numbers, but I'd say she's probably at or over that already, Perry.
Yeah, she does an excellent job here. Miller's basketball.
Yep, Flashes turn it over once again. Here comes Reagan Wilson to set the offense. Mallory Miller back to Wilson in the corner. In the lane, Ashlyn Shade had the ball. They're going to call her for a travel. No.
Miller basketball.
Yeah, the Flashes. I didn't see the Flashes take control of the ball, but they must have because they
she was rolling on the floor back and forth. So
Shade with the ball.
Nice
under
pass.
The basket. Oh, wow, yes. Jayla Jones gets an easy 2 points there, but all set up by Ashlyn Shade. 6:20 remaining in the fourth. Errant pass by Kinzer. Reagan Wilson with it. She drives all the way out to Shade. Shade over to Jayla Jones once again, and Jones gets the 8-foot jumper.
Brad, another thing I hate to harp on this, but the team play of Noblesville. I mean,
yes.
Jalen Jones comes in the game.
Oh, definitely.
She's a senior. I mean, and they're feeding her the ball. This is a very unselfish team.
Yes, it is. Kinzer at 18 points now, so she's exceeded her average. Shade takes a 3, just a shade short, shall we say.
Shade short by Shade.
Kinzer all the way down the court trying to get it to Laura Fisher, just a little bit high there. That'll bring Olivia Faust and Maddie Finney back in the game for the Flashes. 5:34 remaining in this one. Miller's out to a 28-point lead. Ashlyn Shade with the ball, takes the jump shot. Even with somebody leaning over her back, Ashlyn Shade manages to make that shot.
Well, she has tremendous body control, and all great players do that. Same way we've seen shots that Kinzer's taken here from Franklin Central. Same way. I mean, you just...
That one was tipped by the Millers, so the Flashes will get the ball back. Maddie Weaver will put it in play. Weaver gets the ball right back. Faust puts the shot up, does not get the roll. Jayla Jones with the rebound, gets it over to Ashlyn Shade. Shade gets it over in the corner to Ely. She takes a 3-point shot and misses. Flashes with the rebound. Here comes Karis Wilson. 4:45 remaining in the fourth. In the corner to Faust. She takes a long 2-pointer, which was nothing but net, and she's got a dozen points. She's the second leading scorer here of the Flashes, averages 10.9 per game. Shade with a long 3, which is...
No, that was Wilson.
Wilson. I saw the 2.
Mallory Miller.
Mallory Miller steals the ball right back. And Mallory
that puts her
Miller,
in double figures.
I got her with 10 now. Under the basket, nice little jump shot there by Maddie Weaver.
Brad, from what I'm seeing today, I have no doubt that Sectional 8 is going to be an awesome section.
It is going to be something else. The Millers have called a timeout, and we'll remind you you're watching Hamilton County Television Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Van Alzo and Farrar, Business Technology Simplified. Van Alzo Farrar is a proud sponsor of Hamilton County Television. Van Alzo Farrar is a 106-year-old company specializing in information, communications, print, and business processes. We are Business Technology Simplified.
Barry, you want to talk about a sectional that's loaded. Here's the Class 4A top 20. In Sectional 8, you have Fishers at number 4. You've got Carmel in there. You've got Hamilton Southeastern. You've got Noblesville. You've got Zionsville. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 6 teams in that sectional are in the top 20. Amazing. And why Westfield isn't mentioned in there, I don't know.
Me neither.
That one I can't figure out.
Me either.
Flashes
but I'm
with
sure
the
they
ball.
will be this week the way they handled Fishers.
Yeah, and they are at least, for right now, at least co-champions. Nice move there by Karis Wilson. She picks up her 4th point of the afternoon.
Brad, Coach Buckley now has the 4 seniors in there. Only Dennison's not in there with Ashlyn Shade. So that's pretty cool.
Ashlyn Shade with a long 3-pointer. She's got 27 so far.
Brad, we would have been in trouble the other night if we'd had that 43 with our score sheets, right?
Yeah, that's why we put extra lines on there, isn't it? The extra lines of the scorebook. Long 3 right back by Kinzer. She misses. Rebounded by Wilson. Wilson takes it. Bounces off of McKenna Monday. Then
nice move by Kinzer.
Comes right back, gets the easy layup, and she's at 20.
Now she comes in.
And the Millers are going to take a 30-second timeout. They are going to
Ashlyn Jade leads the ball game with 27 points.
Going to just
with 2:38,
yeah.
and all 5 seniors are on the floor together.
What a sight to see for these young ladies. So we got a 30-second timeout. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
You know, Brad, one thing we need to mention one more time, that Hamilton County Great Dine Out has been extended to February the 7th. So it's going to February the 7th instead of January 31st. So you still have an opportunity to win a $25 gift card, which you have one, I have one.
Everybody have one. Millers with all seniors on the floor right now.
Mallory Miller off
She
the mark.
misses. Kinzer comes down the court quickly. Takes the 10-foot jump shot. A little bit long, misses. Millers come up with the rebound. Here comes Jayla Jones, followed by McKenna Mundy. Mundy with the ball. Wood under the net, and Emery Dennison took the shot. She's going to be fouled. That one's going to go against Madison Weaver. Going to be her third. Going to be the 5th on the Flashes. And Ely is going to have 2 shots. Misses the first.
No, that's Dennison.
I'm sorry. Emery Dennison.
And she's on the stat sheet for the day.
She's on the board now with 1. Sorry about that, Emery. Kinzer misses. Abigail Steinhofer with the putback. She misses. That's going to go against Emery Dennison.
She says, I'm going to get in this stats book a couple
Yeah.
times.
Miller's now with 17 fouls. This will be a 2-shot foul for Steinhofer.
Let's see if we can get a basket for McKenna Bundy, the other senior.
That would be nice. Flashes almost get the rebound. We're going to have a jump ball called here. The arrow is pointing toward Franklin Central. 1:54 remaining here in the quarter number 4. Millers with a 72-45 lead over the Flashes. Kinzer, she got that one blocked, and they're saying that looks like Monday may have gotten the arm. Oh, excuse me, it was Emily Wood who got the arm. I put Kinzer at the line. She's 4 for 5, 21 points on the afternoon. Now 22. 5 for 6 from the free throw line. She missed her first free throw and hasn't missed since, Perry. 3 on the way. Looked a little bit short. Emily Wood with the rebound. That one's going to go off of Mallory Miller and out of bounds, and the Flashes will take control of the ball. Got to get, I think all the seniors have scored.
No, Monday hasn't. You don't have Monday for anything, do you?
No, I do not.
I'll tell you what, they put in 4 hard years.
Yep. Rhea Kinzer picks up her 24th point under the basket. McKenna Munday trying to make the save on that and cannot.
She's still smiling, though.
Yep.
Great kid. They're all great kids, though.
Should be a happy group of Millers down there tonight, Perry.
We got Wednesday night, Pendleton Heights here, which is the Millers' last game. And it's also at the Mill. We'll be here to broadcast.
Mm-hmm. Jayla Jones takes a 3. That's going to be short.
Monday with the rebound.
Monday with the rebound. That one is going to go out of bounds, and I think that one off the Flashes, so the Millers should have that. Flashes are going to put a substitute in. It's going to be Maddie Finney coming off the bench. That'll be it for Rhea Kinzer. She's going to end up her day with 24 points. She only had 4 points at halftime. Miller takes the traveled before she got the shot off. I was waiting to see whether that was going to be a traveling call or whether that was going to be a foul called there. Karis Wilson with the ball for the Flashes. 20 seconds remaining. Long two, rebounded by Emily Wood into the hands of Mallory Miller.
Now we're going to put the young ones in.
And now the seniors will be coming off the floor for the last time for the Millers. Kind of an emotional moment here, Perry.
Now we're putting 4 sophomores and a freshman on the floor. Ava Shoemaker, Caitlin Shoemaker, Brooklyn Ely, Brooklyn Smitherman, and Danny Mendez.
I don't think there'll be another shot taken in this one, Perry.
She wanted to get the applause for those.
Yeah, and that's a class move by Coach Buckley. Final score, Noblesville Millers 72, Franklin Central Flashes 49. Perry, your thoughts on the game?
Well, Brad, I think it probably went his way that we thought it would. Franklin Central's had a tough time with
it's been a tough year for the Flashes.
For the Flashes, and couldn't get things going. But, you know, they've got some talented players, especially Kinzer. I mean, she's a real deal, and next year they're going to be talking about her being an Indian All-Star.
I mean, most definitely. Well, you know, you got to give credit to the Flashes. I mean, they've had a rough season.
And they battled the whole game.
Oh, yes, they did. And but they just, plain and simple, just, you know, with between COVID problems and other injuries, it was just, you know, a rough season for Vince Sorbonne in the Flashes. So,
well, let's wrap it up here.
Yeah,
Brad.
We'll be back here Wednesday night about 7:30 for the Noblesville Millers and the Pendleton Heights Arabians.
And I'll also be back here tonight.
Yeah, you'll be
for
back
the boys
here
game
in about
against the Logansport Berries
in about 5.5 hours.
That's right.
It'll be the Millers and the Berries. Hope you'll stay tuned for that. We'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast of HCTV Girls Basketball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Van Alsdale and Farrar Incorporated, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino of Carpenter Real Estate. Visit HamiltonCounty.com and the Hamilton County Reporter. We'd also like to thank our technical crew on the camera today, Lucas Lacone, producer-director Will Wofford, executive director, producer Jim Wofford. I'm Brad Silver on behalf of Perry Williams. Good afternoon from the Mill.